Chef Devan Rajkumar. We are here at Way of Acting and Platform Studios in Parkdale, Toronto. We are resurrecting the Sautéing with Slayer mini-series that we started just a couple years ago. Today what we're going to be doing is a Kale Caesar salad without a recipe. So I want you guys to learn at home how to work without using a recipe. First thing that we got to start to do is we're going to make our croutons. I have day-old Italian bread. I'm just going to add to that a little bit of, this is veg oil and canola oil. We need to season everything. So we're going to season our croutons with a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. One other quick tip I want to show you, we're going to add just a little bit of this oil into the pan. Just if you're wondering at home, the canola and the olive oil are mixed together. The olive oil is very delicate. The canola will stretch that life. It also won't be as bitter. I'm going to take a clove of garlic, give that a crush, and I'm going to add that to the pan. So I'm going to add in our croutons that we tossed with the canola, the olive, and salt and pepper. That's going to go in here. Next thing we're going to process is our shallot. So I'm just going to make some incisions on the shallot, nice and fine. We're going to go the other way, and I don't need the entire half shallot here, but I do like to add this raw shallot flavor to give the Caesar dressing some pungency, okay? So we'll say maybe chopped up about a tablespoon is there, really not that much. Next thing that we're gonna add in is our anchovies that we have here. So I'm gonna take these, I like a lot of them, I like them super salty, so we're gonna say maybe six or so. Again, no recipes. I'm just going to go across and chop this up, just like this. This is gonna add a really nice depth to the Caesar. If you don't have anchovies, it's not a Caesar. We're going to take a clove of garlic and I'm going to smash it down, and then I'm going to go ahead and chop it because I want to spread this out. While you're doing this, do not forget about the croutons here. They're getting nice and toasty. You can see really nice golden brown on one side. This way, low and slow, I can let them do their thing. Garlic is chopped up. I'm gonna push the garlic clove, one nice fat garlic clove, in to the mix here with the anchovies. We're gonna hit this with a bit of salt, and then we're going to spread this out, and we're going to make a paste. Notice how I'm using my fingers on the back of the blade, but it's important that you do this step if you're not gonna use a food processor, because you don't want bits and chunks of garlic and anchovy. You kind of want a relatively smooth vinaigrette, or dressing rather. So this looks like it's good to go. Huge flavor. That's gonna go into our bowl. We're gonna add in some chili flake. I have an egg yolk, that's gonna go in. The juice of a lemon. Now sometimes you're lucky, you'll get a lemon and there's no seeds in it. But sometimes you're not, at which point you probably wanna take those seeds out. So we have the juice of an entire lemon. Next we need to add Worcestershire sauce. So I'm gonna do that now. Worcestershire is in there, a decent amount. Again, good pungency, good depth of flavor. A little Tabasco. I already have chili flakes, but the Tabasco is more of like a vinegary kick, which I quite like in there. I'm going to add a pinch of sugar, as such, and then fresh cracked black pepper. And we're going to need salt. There's one couple key ingredients we're still missing here. Parmesan is going to be a critical ingredient in your Caesar. We're not going to use this entire brick, although I'd like to, but I'm going to grate in a good amount of Parmesan. Okay. We need to add in the oil. I'm going to add in a little bit of oil right now, just to get it a little bit more wet, and I'm going to whisk this together. As you can see, it is very chunky right now with all the cheese, but as I add in the oil, it's going to get a bit thinner. It's a little bit low here, so I'll teach you a quick trick when you're at home. I kind of tend to push the bowl against me, and I can slowly drizzle in. So you want to do this. This is called emulsifying. I got a nice big piece of Parmesan in there, but already the smell that you get from this is quite intoxicating. And again, that's the consistency that we want. If I grab it with a spoon, you'll see that's a perfect consistency there. So what we're going to do next is we're going to assemble this Kale Caesar. I'll remove the whisk. I have red and Tuscan purple kale here. I'm going to add this right into the bowl. This is enough vinaigrette, probably for maybe 4 people, we'll say. But beautiful purple Tuscan green kale is all in here. The amount of dressing that I made in there is going to make a very heavy Caesar, but I like a lot of dressing. As you notice, a lot of parm. So I'm gonna put gloves on because this will get a little bit messy. Before I do that, the croutons are done, nice and crunchy. I'm gonna remove them into a bowl and turn this pan back on. And I'm going to massage the kale. It's very important that when you are working with kale and you're making this kale Caesar, that you massage the kale. You want to fill all those ribs up, all those little bits of leaves, those florets, with that dressing. It's very, very, very important. So I've added the carrot into here right now. As you can see, the carrot adds some nice color. It'll also add a really nice crunch to this as well. So we have different types of garnishes that we can use. When I plate up, I can add crispy onions into this. I can add slivered almonds. We're cooking without recipes. There's no Dijon in this. I can still add it in. I'm gonna take the Dijon and I'm just gonna rub it all along the side of the bowl, as you can see. Just like that. Get the Dijon all the way around. Real simple. And then we're gonna take an egg here, crack that, and we're gonna add this into our pan. We're gonna add a fried egg to this bad boy. I'm gonna take this gorgeous kale Caesar. Again, we have the anchovies in there, we have the Dijon, the garlic, the chili flake, the salt, pepper, Worcester, Tabasco. A lot of big flavors going on in here. And I'm just going to pile this into our bowl. Again, the carrot, I'm a big color guy. The carrot adds a lot of nice color. And again, don't forget we massage this to make it very nice and dressed very well. Another cool tip. We talked about garnishes. Let's hit this with crispy onions right now. We're gonna layer this. The worst thing is when you go have a salad, all those toppings are stuck on top. When you get to the middle, there's nothing left, okay? We're gonna take some of our croutons, add those in as well. Already, this is looking good. And I'm gonna come through and I'm just gonna keep piling this guy on. And this is the beautiful thing about cooking with recipes. All I'm gonna do is crack black pepper on the yolk itself. A little nod to Joe Friday there. And then we're gonna add the egg right on top of the kale Caesar. Oh, there we go. And there you have it, cooking without a recipe. This is the kale Caesar. We made the vinaigrette from scratch. This is a dish that you could easily make at home. I just made it here, right in Parkdale. Come by, I'll make it for you. Maybe someone here will make it for you as well. This has been another episode of Sautéing with Slayer. Stay tuned for the next one.